Howdy, with this video, I want to show you how I grade the paragraphs. Some people get curious about that. How do I get to that final grade at the bottom? I'm going to show you that here in a second. Just go over the schedule for today. I'm doing this video on Wednesday, April 14th, and for today, you want to look at that graded paragraph I sent through the D2L email. See if you have any questions about it. See if you think I made any mistakes, or if you just don't understand something. Be sure and let me know. Again, keep in mind this course isn't for a grade really, so I'm just kind of giving you a sense of where your writing's at. Almost all the paragraphs were really good. Some people got into too many its and yous and things like that. Maybe some wording errors that kind of hurt the grade a little bit. But overall, they were good. I'm not seeing any major problems with anybody's writing so far. But want to take a look at that, see if you have any questions. Again, I'm going to do that video. I'm going to talk about that here in a second. The next thing you're going to do is revise that self-regulated learner paragraph on the one profile point. Again, kind of see what I wrote on the graded first one. Take a look at the second one, make sure you're not making the same mistakes. Also, I'm providing commentary, so make sure you go to your D2L email and see the commentary I provided on that paragraph. You're going to revise that, send in the final version to me through the assignments Dropbox folder. Make sure you're putting things in the correct folders. It gets really confusing if you start putting things in the wrong folders. I may just close out the other one so you can't do that. But make sure you're sending it as a Word document, even though I'm sending stuff back to you in PDF. And the third task, you might want to review video number 7 about the essay, self-regulated learner essay. But once you hopefully finish the draft of the self-regulated learner essay, it's the only essay we're writing for the Bridge program. But I'll try to get to all 5 paragraphs. If you can't, don't worry about it. Send me what you have, and I'll provide commentary. And I'll send that back to you next Wednesday so we can revise it and start adding research into it. Feel good. We're getting towards the end of the Bridge course, actually. It's amazing how time flies with these courses. Tomorrow you're going to be doing the post-test and the grammar workbook. Again, don't feel bad if you don't do fantastic on it. But try and take notes of where you're having patterns of errors. If there's obviously like having trouble with certain types of comma use or something, kind of start taking note of that. Go read through your grammar book about it. Make sure you understand what's going on there. Commas in particular just take a lot of practice. It's not something you just read and all of a sudden magically do. But if you have any questions, I'll be online checking D2L email from about 4 to 5:30 today to see if you have any questions. But when you're looking at paragraph number 1 and the graded version of it, I want to show you how I arrive at that. Basically, I take your paragraph and I get into tracking mode. Hopefully, you don't have to ever use this in this class, but this is how I grade things. And some things that seem pretty obvious, at least to me, I'll just highlight. This person needs to highlight the in, not highlight, but capitalize the in nightmare. Any uses of it, I'm going to highlight those pretty quickly. Again, hopefully you can just kind of see like, oh yeah, I'm not supposed to use it, and I thought there was another one in there, but anyway, you're not supposed to use it, and need to make sure in future works you don't use it. And just what I have is I have it set on autocorrect, so I can make commentary fairly quickly. If you're making the same mistake over and over, you got to see the same comment because I have this in autocorrect, and I'm just hitting a couple of keys to get that to print up there. Same thing with wrong words. They want the dish instead of wish there. And there's another it. I knew it. And I'll just go through the paragraph or the essay and just keep marking it up like that. Hopefully I'm not marking up a lot, but sometimes I do. It's just the problem with writing is that every assignment's a brand new thing, right? So it's not like math where 2 + 2 is always 4. Once I get done marking the whole essay, I'm not going to go through the whole essay here, or the paragraph. I go down to the next page. I didn't want to do that. That's too far. And I have a grade sheet already done up. Now I'll just copy and paste that. And with online grading, I did a lot of cutting and pasting. Oops, sorry. And I'll get out of tracking and put that in there. I can't remember what name we gave it. So here our phantom student is Jim. So this paragraph had good description of figurative language, doing what it's supposed to be doing. Pretty good English overall, a couple awkward spots, make sure you avoid it. But a good paragraph overall, right? And that's what a lot of them, pretty much all of the ones I graded this past one, look like in terms of the commentary. With grading, I tend to break it down between organization and development and the grammar and sentence structure. Sometimes you get a beautifully organized and descriptive paragraph or essay, but there's quite a few English errors. You don't want to kill the essay grade because of that. Likewise, sometimes you get a perfect English in a paragraph or an essay, but they're not really saying anything. So I like to separate out the development from the grammar and sentence structure. So that's why you have two different types of commentary there. But then I'll come down here. If I'm seeing like a pattern of sentence structure errors or something like that, or if there's a problem with the details. Like I said, the paragraphs I read, most of these are really good in terms of the organization and development. And then I'm going to assign it a letter grade. Let's say it's pretty good overall. Just very good execution in all the paragraphs. So that basic writing grade is just me dealing with all these questions about just the basic writing of the essay or the paper. Then of course editing. These are kind of right or wrong things. Since it's only worth 15 points, these are just half point each. You got a couple of its there, so you're gonna lose a point. You want to try and keep all your points down here with the editing. Make sure you're reading through your paragraph or your essay carefully. Make sure you're not using it, and make sure you're not misspelling words. The best way to do that is to read the essay out loud, and it's kind of hard if you're in a room full of people to read your work out loud. But so you get two grades here: the basic writing grade, where I'm going through all these different questions and making commentary, and basically this commentary should justify the grade down here. Then points for editing, add those two up. My mouse doesn't want to work today. That's going to be 87%. So pretty good paragraph overall. You can see if down here you lost a few points for using a lot of its and didn't keep these points. Oops, lost my flasher. All of a sudden, this brings us down to, what would that be, a 73%, I think. Kind of guessing there. So just a couple of its will make a big difference in the grade. That's just where the paragraph isn't worth a lot of points. It's just how the math works out. But make sure you understand what I'm writing there. If you're looking at it going like, oh man, this guy's picky, or oh, I need to quit doing that, that's a good reaction. If you're looking at it going like, I don't understand why, what he means by comma splices or something like that, then be sure and let me know, or check out your grammar workbook, whatever works for you. So again, just a few its can make a big difference in the grade. Again, that's just where the paragraphs aren't worth a lot of points. It's just going to work out that way. But if you have any questions about the grading, be sure and let me know. We'll talk to you later. Oops, there we go. Bye-bye.